What's up, fam? I have missed you guys. It has been a little bit. I haven't had a show in like a week or two. It's been too long. Everybody say hello to my lovely guest, Arza. I never know if I'm saying your name right.
Yep, ARZA. You don't have to do the chats, but it's ArzaChats because it was originally ArzaCon, then changed to Arza Plays, and then changed to ArzaChats because why not? So just Arza's great as long as you don't do ARZA like every other person in the sun doing.
Yeah, I had to double check that about 17 times. Is that like a handle or is that your baptismal name?
Be a weird baptismal name, but it is my handle. It was the name of my dark elf character in Skyrim when I was like 13. And I'm like, this name's kind of cool, so I'm going to stick with it.
Also, hey, our lovely chat friends, B. DeVille, everybody, what's up, my loves? I've missed you guys. Dude, how are you doing? So I was on a show with you a couple weeks ago with Scream Queen Selena and Ironside and all of those great peeps. Got to do that again soon.
Yeah, that was the Rogues Gallery, and that show was so much fun. That was a phenomenal show. I actually recently went out. I managed to clip it. I sent you some of the clips from that great show. It was.
Oh, I gotta post that. Yeah, that was a good ass time. I think it was right after Snow White came out. We were pitching about that.
Yeah, it was Snow White, and it was when Harry Sissy had gotten accused of all of that, finally having the world's lamest scandal.
I know! I can't believe it. Fucking Harry Sissy has a sex scandal, and I don't. That is just...
Hey, you got time. You got time.
I'm running out of time, bitch. I still can't get over that. That was the lamest scandal ever. He didn't even... It's like... I think his big crime amongst leftists is he turned out to be straight.
I know. Everyone thought this baby face twink is going to be... He's got to be gay as possible, right? There's no other alternative. Do you see how much time he spends on his hair? And no, he just turns out to be the world's biggest metrosexual. Oh no. All right, chat. I think Mike crashed. So what's up, chat? I think Mike crashed. So that's fun. I've never done the show on my own. So I will keep things talking. I'll try. Yeah, the Harry Sissy is an absolute... That whole case, if you guys didn't catch that one, that was a fucking mess where this guy gets accused of just having a list of girls. Are you back?
I am sorry. My fucking cameras, for some reason, I don't understand how this happens, keeps like knocking out the Wi-Fi signal, and my friend warned me about it, and I was like, no, that's not a thing. That doesn't happen. But I think he might have been right.
How does a camera knock out a Wi-Fi signal?
I don't know exactly, but apparently he was right. Megatron has fallen. Yeah, if that happens at all, just vamp, and I will be right back. What did I miss?
I was explaining the Harry Sissy stuff because I didn't know what to do.
His big crime is that he turned out to be straight.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to remember what it even was. He was like,
he had a couple of girls sending him nudes. That was it. Sorry, did I say nudes? Did I say nudes? He had a couple of girls sending him ass pics. Not even no bob, no nothing else, no tits, no nothing special. Literally just sending pics of their ass, usually with leggings on. And he had several girls doing this, and they got mad at him because he had a roster of.
I thought they were at least showing titties.
No, from what I understand, it was all ass shots, and it was only ass shots. And it's like,
I really thought there would at least be titties.
Courtney's 1,000,000% true here.
Wow. And they were pissed about that. So he apparently had told them, we're not exclusive, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, then what are you pissed about? You're either exclusive or you're not. Like, the big crux of it was, he was like, oh, it's not like I'm talking to other girls. Of course he is. Like, how much of a dumb bitch do you have to be?
He's a famous 23-year-old. Of fucking course, he's a year older than me, so I can say. This guy, there's no way.
Same.
Yeah, totally.
Fuck you.
But I mean, there's no way in hell he wasn't talking to other girls and probably a few guys that still need to come out.
See, this is what I didn't know this detail of it. I think Courtney might have been right.
Look, I will admit, women have nicer asses, unfortunately, because it's to make up for their lack of personality.
Oh. It depends on the ass, I feel like.
This is true. Because men don't really get that pear shape. And that's peak.
Some of them fucking do.
Mm.
That's unfortunate.
I know what I'm looking up later.
I just kind of tried to block all this out, but yeah, I think Courtney might have been right. It's a psyop to make us think he's straight.
Well, let's also don't forget Harry Sissy's not even an American.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that. He's like what, fucking Singaporean or some shit?
Yeah, he's Singaporean and Irish. I believe he lived in Ireland most of his life.
So what the fuck brought him here bitching about things?
US aid.
Us AIDS. That's why
he probably got some from his friend Chris, but
I am still so pissed that I was supposed to debate that bitch on Timcast and he backed the fuck out.
I can't believe he fucking... Well, I can believe that, actually. That makes sense.
Oh, I was going to be... Because, like, there have been debates that I've done where I'm kind of, try to be classy and shit. This was not going to be one of them. I was just going to find ways to call him gay throughout the entire thing.
Just be like, yeah, us gay people, I know we like to think more liberally. Use us. Possess group nouns.
I'm like, I think you and your girlfriend Harry are a lovely couple.
Hey, Harry, can your girlfriend tell us what it's like to be a beard?
Wait, I missed, though, I think, like, the other aspect of this that wasn't there. Like, some predator that he was wearing. The one, I think he got arrested now.
Oh, yeah, one of his friends was doing, like, gross, creepy stuff, but I don't remember the details of that because he looked the type.
By one of his friends, it was, like, some old dude.
I'm not familiar with that story, I don't think. I don't think I heard about that one.
No, there was some, like, predator who was the talent agent or some shit who was a pedo. And I'm fuzzy on the details, so I should maybe look it up. But
involved with Harry?
Yeah. So I don't know if he got a little grabby with Harry, or I don't know. If Harry is too old for him, I don't know what the deal is.
Well, that's probably how he got into it all.
Where did you come from, motherfucker? Sorry. Come say hi. Welcome back. Oh my god, this motherfucker's been out of town and just appeared to scare me. Say hi. Hi.
Hi.
Missed you, bitch.
Yeah.
Wave.
Put your head right in my tits.
Oh, baby. Wave.
Right, I'll leave you back.
How's your trip?
It was fine. It was good. It was good, buddy. It was fun.
You have to. Sorry, this motherfucker. You asshole. I figured he's been away for a couple days, so I figured I could like breathe easily, but no. So, dude, wait, what was the Doctor Who thing you were telling me about that they had lost their mind? I've never actually seen that show.
Oh, man, I love Doctor Who. I actually just picked up a box set. It's sitting in my Blu-ray player there for the first season. Well, not first season, first reboot season. I've got all the new Who up until the end of Capaldi, so all the good stuff. I don't know why Capaldi's there because he's not a part of the good stuff, but it's whatever. But Doctor Who is being written by this uber gay guy who's like got to apologize for the straight people, and like he feels bad about straight people. So he the new Doctor, right? So Doctor Who is like he's the quirky professor, the pinnacle of controlled masculinity, and so the new one is running around kissing every guy. Fucked Isaac Newton apparently.
What?
And he runs around in a skirt all the time. And season 2 of the second season of that guy's run just started, and he goes to a planet run by incel robots.
What the fuck are incel robots?
Oh, I just watched Dispar's review, and it is the worst sounding episode I've ever heard. So basically, this girl who's ugly as fuck has a boyfriend who actually likes her. Shocking. And he buys her a birthday present by buying her a license to a random ass star in the middle of space, like picking out a star. It's like, I bought you that star because I guess that's a thing you could do. And he puts like miss her name. He's like, why'd you put Miss there? He's like, well, you're not married, are you? So right off the bat, it's all about your show's title. It's all about microaggressions against this miserable cow. And the robots there's an alien species with robots over on that planet, or like in that solar system, who now think she's their queen.
What?
Yeah. And not only that, apparently her boyfriend who bought her the star got transported there and turned into like half a robot and is like upset that she won't boink him, but he doesn't have the boinkable stuff anymore. And she really calls them incels in the episode.
Oh God, it's like the what's it called? Adolescence.
Yeah, it's that, but it's so much worse because it's Adolescence at least had a like artistic value. This had no value. Well, from what I heard, they did a lot of like long continuous shots, and Adolescence had like good camera tricks, and the acting was well done by especially the star, the young boy. But
by the way, my shit is freezing, so if I disappear for a second, just vamp.
All right, I will do my
best. Sorry. I'm listening to Greg next time about this fucking camera.
My camera, it was bought by my mom's company when she was working from home. They laid her off and she kept the camera. So it's like it's a 10-year-old Logitech that I just took from my mom.
That's amazing. It's like a camera out of spite. Can you pull up this Doctor Who link? Because I'm trying to, and this is like freezing. Do they have like the clip of this shit?
Not the one that I have.
Oh, I gotta find that.
Because the one that I have is an early clip. So let me see if I can find that while you fix your stuff, and now you can talk. So yeah, the details of the episode are just oh my God, it is laughable. I mean,
I have to see this. So yeah, it was good. What was it? It was good back in the day, and now it's just like, because I saw they had like a strong woman doctor, and it seems like they're all just very diverse now.
Yes. So it was really good up until about Peter Capaldi, who's this old white guy, and that's the first canonically gay companion was Bill. Which makes no sense because of other characters, but whatever. And every episode, she has to talk about how much of a lesbian she is.
Oh, God.
And then we had, oh God, what was it? Jodie Whittaker, who was the first female doctor. So she's nice and spicy. And all of the villains, and I wish I was kidding, all of the villains were Trump stand-ins. They left Earth, they went to an Earth-like planet where the villain was a white blonde businessman.
Oh God!
Every episode,
so she was. I feel like I've seen clips where she's always bitching and complaining, right?
Oh, almost certainly, yeah. That was her whole thing. She just constantly complaining or commanding stuff shit. And,
I got it. My shit has been temporarily fixed.
Temporarily.
I'm never using this camera again.
Oh. That's what the light mode looks like. Gross. Here, let me share this because I have a dark mode activated.
Well, I don't get the appeal of dark mode.
Oh, all right, then I'll let you share.
No. You can. I just don't get the appeal. I feel like dark mode is very overrated.
You see, if I'm going to be in a dark room and I turn on something with a light mode, it's like flashbang. You're blinded.
You're just used to being in a dark room.
Yes.
Oh, it's on Disney now?
Oh yeah, okay. So because the show was doing so badly, what happened is Disney Plus and the BBC needed Disney Plus to foot the bill. So Disney's footing most of the bill on a show that was usually taxpayer funded. So they bring back the all-time most famous. Yeah. Oh, Doctor Who's taxpayer funded, and it always has been. It is paid for by the BBC TV license. That if you own a TV, you have to pay a TV license in a tax, and that funds the BBC and all of their shows. Yep. If you don't pay it, you go to jail.
What?
You have to prove
it's a fucked up place.
You have to prove to the police that you don't watch broadcast television, or you have to pay a bill.
That, like, what are they going to ask you? Trivia questions?
If they see a TV in your house, it gives them probable cause to go into your house and look at your TV. Like, it is the most fucked up thing I have ever heard.
Okay, so do they have a clip of these? What are they? Robots?
Yeah, the robots look. It's not a picture of the robots. So this is the trailer. I'm gonna stop.
Oh,
no copyright. No copyright. Let's see if I can find what the robots look like because they're ugly as fuck robots too. Oh yeah, This is the bitch who's whining.
Is this the show where they had the drag queen singing?
Yes. Oh yeah, that was
God,
last season
horrible.
with the Music Meister, with this guy. He's a father. You see his son in the show, and he screams at somebody for misgendering him. I'm not even kidding you. And they defeat him by harnessing the music within our hearts.
Shut the fuck up.
I wish I was kidding.
And this was like a show that people used to like, right?
Oh, more than that. This show was revolutionary.
Really?
So this is the episode that
it sounds revolutionary.
These are the fucking robots. Look at that. These are the incel robots.
They just look like Transformers.
Well,
why are they incels? I mean,
here's the doctor who looks. No, that's not her. This is the person we're supposed to believe an entire planet wanted to marry.
Ugh. She just looks like any common Indian bitch.
Oh God. Yeah, does this
guessing
work for you?
That's the gay one.
Yeah, that is the gay doctor
with all that man cleavage going on.
I'm shocked he's not. Well, he probably is wearing a skirt, and we just can't see it.
Bitch wishes.
And I should you know, the plot that they're setting up is she is just miserable, like just in general, and she doesn't want to be in the TARDIS, which is like their spaceship, and the spaceship refuses to take her home.
So is he Doctor Who?
Yeah.
So Doctor Who is now the gay guy.
Doctor Who is now a black gay guy instead of being a British guy. The Doctor's been married several times to women.
So can you explain to me how he became? Is he like a trans that he was a woman and now he's a black?
Okay, so so the Doctor is a species known as a Gallifreyan. He is specifically what's called a Time Lord, which means he lives for almost ever, and when he dies, he regenerates, quote unquote, which basically means he explodes in energy and gets a new face and a slightly different personality. It's like he changes a little bit every time. And so they decided that they were tired of the Doctor being a straight white man, so they turned him into a woman, and then they turned him into a gay white man, and now he's a gay black man.
Oh, Christ.
And the gay white man was the most popular Doctor who, in the past, they brought the actor back.
We can't have that anymore, though.
No. I'm rewatching Doctor Who, and it's ruined most of his scenes. They're so bad now. Like,
really?
Oh, I'm so sad. This show was once one of the greatest shows. Let's see if I can find where they talk about the incel robots.
The incel, what the fuck are incel robot? Like I feel like they just use these words that don't even have any meaning anymore, because it's the same thing with adolescents. They were talking about, it's this incel 13-year-old. I'm like, what the fuck? 13-year-old is not an incel. You're not an incel. You're a child.
I mean, he's an incel insofar as he's supposed to be.
Yeah. So what would same thing with the fucking robots though? Like, what robots are fucking each other?
Well, okay, so like the robot ends up being her ex-boyfriend, who he gets transported to another planet where whatever he thinks of, I guess, becomes reality, and then. So he gets like honored as the king of these robots. He turns himself into a robot and then sends the robots to kidnap her.
I don't get it.
Me neither. Hey, Poopyhead is a serious insult.
I mean, it's better than that. This sounds.
And the best
horrible.
part is they've already announced that Doctor Who might be going on hiatus. In other words, they're canceling the damn show. Finally,
that's always what ends up happening with these shows is like they can't admit that it was for their DEI bullshit, so they just end up canceling the whole fucking thing.
Oh no, they did. They do. They actually do admit that this is all about DEI. Let me grab that for you.
No, but I mean they won't admit that DEI was the problem where everything went wrong. Wait, they actually admitted that with this though?
Here's what happened. An article came out like 2 weeks ago. From that same miserable bitch. Here we go. Checking it for you. Yeah.
Doctor Who star welcomes Dr. Woke insults. I think we're doing the right thing if we're getting comments like that. Oh, is that miserable?
And
These people are probably real fucking fun at parties.
I wonder what would lead him to make this kind of face.
I can think of a few things.
But the best part is, so the doctor's got a magical tool called a sonic screwdriver.
I'll bet he's got a magic tool.
Well, from what I hear, he's got probably a few of them. But he points it at you, and it makes noise, and then it does whatever the plot demands it do. Like, it does stupid things. And he scans her at one point, and she yells at him for scanning her without her consent.
What?
And one of the reviews I saw, it might have been, was it this one? I don't think it was, but one of them comments how the doctor has always had a problem with consent. One of the articles specifically said that.
Who watches this show to have them like fucking shake their finger at you?
Well, the show used to be watched by quite literally every single person in England, just about.
It's been on for like 100 years, hasn't it?
60 years.
Jesus.
With a like 10-year hiatus, but
they did the same thing. Did you ever watch Real Housewives of New York?
I did not know.
It was amazing. They had to bring in, but you know, it was about like uppity rich white bitches. Like, you want them to be a little racist, kind of delusional. That's what the show is about. But so then they had to bring in the woke black bitch, who every episode it was now a fucking DEI CRT seminar. And so they can't admit that the show got terrible because of her and everyone stopped watching. So no, they had to just fire the entire cast.
But yeah, they always got to do that. And here's the funniest thing. Russell T. Davies already has another gig lined up once this is done.
Who's that?
He's the showrunner. So he's the one who brought Doctor Who back from the brink of destruction after it was canceled for 10 years. And he also created the show Queer Eye, I think is what he did.
Oh, God. I am allergic to that show. Hey, Dylan. What's up, dude? Hey, Tim. Hey, our beautiful Ironside is here.
Yo.
And, of course, that's when it freezes on the most horrible face. What's up, dude? I got to get you on here soon.
So I was wrong. It wasn't Queer Eye. It was Queer as Folk.
Just as bad. Just as bad. Ugh. Yeah, that's just almost as bad, maybe. I feel like Queer Eye is maybe slightly worse. I feel like I need to watch this now. Ramiro. What's up, dude? Yeah, it's weird. Maybe YouTube was doing some weird thing that it seems like everybody is joining now, but glad to have you guys here. This sounds horrible. I'm glad I never started watching this. I hate when it ruins shows that I once loved.
Yeah, but you gotta feel bad for everyone who's still attached to it. Like, I know people who are still hoping it gets better. I'm like, how can you be so delusional?
Yeah. They destroyed Survivor with woke shit. I recently started binging Australian Survivor because it's untouched by all that. But
how is that possible? Australia is so much worse about that. All that stuff.
Okay, well, I'm still a couple seasons behind, so maybe it'll get to that point. But as of like, I don't know, 2019 or whatever the last season I watched was, it hasn't yet. But yeah, this one, like, I gave up on watching the American Survivor, but I'll see people posting about it, and it's like every week is a fucking after school special, and it's all voting based on race, and I can't take it.
Oh, I should have said this. One of the praises that this episode of Doctor Who got is the first episode of every Doctor Who season is the one that is most made for children.
What?
That was a positive review, is that this one is okay because it was directed at children.
I can't with these people. Sea Striker. It's like when you order your favorite meal at a restaurant you love and some new waiter spits in your food and calls you racist for complaining. Yeah.
It's like getting the
That is so well said.
It's like getting the perfect Alfredo and they give you a red sauce. And then when you like, I wanted a cream sauce. I'm like, fuck you. Eat the red sauce, you bigot.
Yeah. Wait, Tim, are you talking about Australian Survivor or just the country? Please tell me. I'm so hoping it doesn't get woke in later seasons because the ones that I've watched are so good. I just finished All Stars. It was so good.
Oh, yeah. The actual country of Australia is, I mean, that's the ground zero for a lot of this gender stuff. Like Australian schools are straight up like making boys not go to recess to pay for it's reparations for the mistreatment of women. So boys in elementary school can't go to recess to pay reparations.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Yes.
Are you fucking shitting me?
I will see if I can find the article about it because it was I'm
trying to find them. I mean, I don't know why I would be surprised by anything anymore with these fucks. Do you think, though, that it's dying out? People keep saying that, and I feel like it's still going to be quite a battle to remove this shit entirely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to keep trying to find a new way to sneak it in, you know? It's like that one weird guy at a party. No matter what you do, he's going to keep trying. And
yeah. I feel like I am that weird guy.
Well, with your desire for scandal, I'll keep my ear to the grindstone on that one. But it's like they really fucked up because they were doing so well. They were pushing it so well, and they're just like we're gonna push really hard all out of the blue and just expect people to go with it. And that's where they screwed up. Is that they're like they fucked with my TV show. They fucked with my silly science guy.
Yeah. A cornered rat will bite the cat 100%. You know what I just finished rewatching, by the way? The Star Wars prequels. And they were so good. I always hated them. They were so good. They are so good in retrospect. But
look,
there's no woke shit. There's no, like, just the fact that they were thought out and creative and stuff. I think it speaks to, because I used to hate the prequels. I feel like it speaks to how shitty everything has gotten now, that they seem amazing by comparison.
Well, I love the prequels. And to be fair, I didn't watch Star Wars proper until about 4 years ago. I was 18 back then, by the way.
Fuck you. Me too.
Oh, yeah.
I forget you're not a movie person.
Well, I like movies. It's just, you know, it takes time to watch movies, and I could do other things with that time. I'll get to more movies. But I watched them and I actually really enjoyed the prequels, even as an adult watching them. And so, you know, I watched in a release order. So I started the prequels, went to the OT, and then stopped.
Exactly. That's when
and then I went back and I watched Clone Wars. And then I was like, little sister. I really liked it at the time, but in retrospect, it's the kind of show that killed itself with its target audience. It's like, we want to be for the kids. And then we're going to make a show for kids talking about or showing Anakin committing constant war crimes.
Better than what they're showing now, though. I'd rather commit your war crimes. Just don't be like fucking pushing all the alphabet shit.
Yeah, well, no alphabet shit. Well, I lied. In the last season, there are two. The last season came out like almost 10 years after the show had ended. And so it's got to be all this modern shit. And they have these two Latina mechanics who are both drug camels, who are both queer-coded.
Of course, that's the recent one.
It's like in Disney's attempt. Hey, Selena. And in Disney's attempt to be as PC as possible, they hit every stereotype on the line that they could. Every single one.
I think at least on The Acolyte won't let anything ruin that piece of shit. I saw the first episode of it because I was on a show that was gonna be talking about it. I was like, let me try to. I barely made it through one episode. It's like, first of all, I swear all of these Disney shows are just money laundering because I have no idea where the fuck the money went. This shit probably cost more than all the prequels. I don't know what the budget for the prequels was, or any of the Star Wars movies, but they probably spent a fortune on it, and it looks like fucking cardboard sets, and it was horrible. Have you seen that?
Oh my god. Well, so The Acolyte came out right before I created my channel, so I did not watch it.
You were spared.
So, not accounting for inflation, so ignoring inflation, The Acolyte costs more than Phantom Menace.
How much did Phantom Menace cost?
115 million.
That's like nothing compared. Snow White cost like 3 times that.
The Acolyte cost 180 million.
Holy shit. I don't understand where all this money is going. It has to be money laundering.
Lesbian headlamps pocket.
Yeah. It's got to be money laundering though, because it used to be that they would spend like the Phantom Menace, you can see where the money went. Or like Titanic, you can see every dollar of that on screen. But these movies like Snow White or The Acolyte, I'm like, where the fuck is all this money going? Because they spend all this money and then it looks like shit.
Yeah, I have no idea. It really does have to be money laundering, because there is no way.
Selena, I got to get you guys on here soon. I miss you.
And just don't forget to remind them what happens when they hit 500. When they hit 500 subs, what they need to do.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have a baby.
Yep, they got to.
Selena and Ironside. Yeah, we're not gonna let you forget that. By the way, Selena, drop your channel link here so people can subscribe, and then you guys can, have all the sex and have the baby.
Yeah, remember they're also supposed to do 2 when they hit 1,000.
Also, by the way, this motherfucker's links are below, so subscribe to his shit, give him a follow, do all the stuff. I gotta bring up somebody who has become beyond insufferable, and this is very sad. Let me pull this shit up. This is tragic for me, but I mean, they've been on the decline for many, many years. So Green Day was performing at Coachella and had this to say.
I won't apologize when there ain't nowhere we can go. Running away from pain like the kids from Palestine.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh
my god. What the fuck was that?
Like a kiss from
Palestine. What the fuck kind of singing is that, my guy?
Fuck off. I know.
I know he sucks, but
Fuck
he doesn't have to
them.
sound like
Fuck
he sucks dick.
I know. I used to love them. I played guitar on stage with them once. I saw them live a million times. Like, I used to love Green Day, and now they are just completely. It's the same shit as Rage Against the Machine. Like, they are just complete establishment chills.
Remember, punk is opposing the establishment and the source of power, and that's where you're. Did you? You also missed. You missed the one where you replaced he called it the MAGA agenda during another rendition of.
Oh yeah, that was here, and they copyright claimed it. Anyone who tweeted about it, they copyright claimed it. I'm like, wait, what about capitalism and all that?
And here, I thought he was a proud activist.
Yeah, your ass. I don't think Blink-182 has actually gotten political. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of them.
I don't think they're smart enough to get political. So
what'd you say?
I don't think they're smart enough to get political. They're too busy watching Nightmare Before Christmas.
Not surprising. Green Day is corporate punk that was anti-conservative instead of anti-establishment. That is so true. As much as I always say, as much as I love all those pop punk bands of that era, it really was like the corporate controlled image of rebelliousness without actually having to do anything rebellious.
Yeah, the one that my dad's been trying to get me to listen to, Rush, who's actual like sci-fi punk rock. Like all their songs are sci-fi songs.
Really?
Yeah, it's all an allegory for like other stuff. And my dad sent me a topic for a video. And he's like, you should reference this song specifically.
Which I've never really listened to them much. I didn't know there are some bands that are kind of like horror-ish that I like Creeper or Ice Nine Kills.
Well, like this song, it's about somebody found Olympus through a wormhole in space, and like the gods, like it's Apollo and Dionysus are like one gave Earth logic, the other one gave Earth hedonism, and they decided that they were gonna Earth chose Dionysus, so Apollo left, and they ended up like eating themselves basically to death, and Olympus has abandoned Earth. And so it's like religious and sci-fi. Or there's another one that's The Trees, which is all about communism. It's just like the maples are angry at oaks for taking up all the sunlight, so the maples insist on cutting down the forest entirely to achieve equality.
What?
And that's the song. That's the actual song.
Okay, maybe I do need to listen to them.
Dad Rock goes crazy.
1 second. I'm trying to find. What was I looking for?
Still can't find that Australian article. I need to save more articles when I see them, but this was years ago.
Yeah, I always do that, and then I can never find them again. I was looking for something else, but this video came up, and I feel like I need to play this.
Oh no, I'm terrified.
I don't know if there's context. I don't know what the context is.
Fisting is such a gigantic part of my identity that I feel like a part of me is. I feel like there's a big vacancy left where fisting, I don't know what to do with myself during this.
There's a big vacancy left because you're sticking your fist up your ass.
Yeah, look, I know that the vacancy comes with the skill known as silent farting, but it's not supposed to be vacant down there. Like,
of the days. I spent so much time playing with my ass and sitting on toys and just playing on cam and like just being a general pig with my butthole that trying to fill the days now is really kind of weird.
What happened? What happened to it? Is he?
He's all cockeyed too. You said he's cockeyed. Or he's having like,
I feel like he's about to sing a love song. Fisting. Where did you go?
I don't have a lot of other hobbies, and so it's kind of forcing me to take a mirror to myself and look at myself and figure out who I am without my hole, because I don't really know who that is anymore, because I've been kind of one with my hole for so long. It's been giving me purpose, and so now I have to kind of figure out what that looks like without it. Fisting is such a gigantic part of my identity.
I need to know the context for this.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, the gay community. Why does he like Greg? That's horrible. He does not.
You couldn't pay me to admit that.
Tim, I love you. Have fun. You couldn't pay me to do that. It's one of those things I still can't believe and will never believe that this is a real thing that people do. Fisting gives him purpose.
So is he like contorting and like doing it to himself, or does he just like have people to help? I'm confused.
Maybe he's like an alcoholic, but instead of alcohol, it's fisting, and so he's like going
sex
without.
Addict, yeah. Now that also explains his ears.
Ugh.
Did you see the sides of his gauges?
Oh my god. Okay, I'm looking for context. He has a podcast called Brolaps.
Oh no. Oh god.
I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. I don't get the appeal. I don't get it. I don't get it. You're sick, you're nasty, and you need Jesus.
I can't believe Mike just got outgayed. I didn't know this was possible.
Oh, please. I am nothing compared to these people. I'm like sweetest and fucking light compared to them.
Come now. That was on an order, by the way.
Oh, fuck you. I don't get it. I don't get it. What is wrong with these people?
I guess there are worse things, you know.
Are there though? Are there?
Well, you could expand the other side. You know, he could have done that.
That's a thing people do, though.
Yeah.
I accidentally found this out.
I assume it was on a Kirsha live stream.
What's that?
I assume it was on a Kirsha live stream.
Who?
It's a VTuber who talks about sounding all the time. It's
I don't get the appeal. I don't get the appeal. There's something wrong with these people. I swear, there's something really wrong with them.
You know, actually, the first time I heard about it was I had a friend who was telling me this story that she read about boys in the Middle East doing it, and like one of them breaking off a candle by accident.
Wait, why? How?
I think it was a fiction story, to be fair. That was like popular, I guess. And like one put a candle in it and the candle broke.
Like in his server?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? There's something. What is wrong? Okay, I guess that's the important question, dude. What is wrong with fucking gay people? Because there is something wrong with them.
You know, I've been asking myself that quite a while. At least it isn't a Prince Albert, though.
Oh, God. See, you think it can't get worse than that, but I feel like that's not even as bad as the other shit we just mentioned.
Well, I know some worse stuff than the Prince Albert. Have you heard of ribs?
Ribs? What are ribs?
It's where they line it with bar piercings all the way down.
Why?
I have no idea.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It is the most terrifying and disgusting.
I think that it's like because these people are so like that they keep having to find the next thing, and it keeps having to get fucking weirder and weirder and weirder.
But so many gay people want to be the gayest guy ever, and it's like, you can be gayer than me. That's okay. I don't need to fight you on that.
Well, that's the only way that they judge people, and so they're all trying to conform to each other. They all just take on the entire platform of gay that covers your interests, your personality, your everything. They think that a sexual orientation is a substitute for a personality.
Well, yeah, that's why they get so good at making quiches. I mean, I'm a terrible gay guy. I don't do anything that's like overly stereotypically gay. The closeout is I sometimes walk with like my hand like this.
No, I was gonna say you gotta have one or two. Like I'm
but I only do one
gay,
hand.
but just one. Okay, that's fine. It's just one. No, I'm a terrible gay, but like I do like some show tunes, and you know
yeah,
I got some cute outfits. So those are the ones where I fit in.
I mean, I dress like this, so
yeah, you
do
dress,
what you will.
You dress like the straightest guy ever.
That's not what I associate this fit with.
Really?
No, this looks like the dapper homo. I mean, like the little platoon. He does his profile picture. At least looks like this.
Wait, the little platoon.
Oh, he's one of the best YouTubers out there. He's this British gay guy, and his videos are amazing. Oh. He does like long form critiques of like movies and stuff, and so good.
Okay, Ramiro knows him.
If I could meet, I would love to be on a show with the little platoon because like he could read audiobooks.
I'm gonna look him up.
Gay. I'm bisexual, but I use gay because it's easier.
What? Since when?
Since when?
Since when?
Is he bi? I just want he was gay. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I thought you meant him.
Well, I'm bi, and I guess Little Platoon might be bi.
Really? So. Since when?
Since when have I been bi?
Yeah. I feel like you are like becoming an alphabet person because I feel like you have gone through every fucking label.
All right, well, you want me to go through this history? I can go through this history.
Yeah,
all right,
go through this history.
So when I was a little boy, like 5, my parents were convinced I was gay. Like they thought I was going to be a queen. And I wasn't. I am not, and I wasn't. I was definitely not ready back then. And it all comes to a head. I'm 14. We move towns, and I'm talking about my friend, and I talk fast, and I fuck up, and I refer to my friend as my Connor because my friend's name is Connor, and I forget the my friend part. My mom stops me. Well, I need to back up. For the entire year, for like a year in 7th grade, almost every week, my parents would ask me, "Arza, are you gay? It's okay if you are. It's okay if you like boys."
Oh my god!
Weekly, I'd have this conversation during dinner. It was, oh.
It's like
And so
you're leading the witness here.
I'm in a restaurant and I snap at my mom like, "I'm not gay. Leave me alone. I don't like guys. I'm not dating my friend." Wah. And then like 2-3 years later, I come out as asexual biromantic.
What?
Well, you see,
What?
I was in high school. This was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So
You must have been like
No, that's a lie.
Fuck. You must have been a lit.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was kind of woke. I was kind of woke in high school.
Oh my god! I did not know that.
I've always been hyper political, but I was kind of more like empathetic in high school, and that wasn't 6 years ago because 6 years ago I was 12. I lied again. Why am I so bad at math right now? Well, it's the sexuality stuff. 6 years ago I was 16. So.
And okay, wait. Back up. How old were you when you're an asexual?
I was 15 and 16.
Who the fuck isn't an asexual when they're 16? Like, no.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone out here is talking about being all like, I'm hearing all this stuff. I'm hearing all the sexuality stuff. I hear of a asexual person, and I'm like, well, dating could be nice. I knew one. I knew someone who was proudly asexual to the point. Get this, non-binary asexual. They went by the name Ace.
That's just you're upset because nobody wants to fuck you. A non-binary asexual, like ain't nobody fucking wanting that.
Exactly.
So no wonder you need all.
She had a girlfriend.
Of course she did. Why am I surprised? The non-binary asexual has a girlfriend, and I'm single.
She also identified as non-binary too. Oh god, I hated my.
How are you an asexual with a girlfriend?
Oh, because that label doesn't exist. So no, so in high school, at one point, I'm like, I wonder if I'm non-binary. But all the non-binary people I know are fucking cringe as hell. And I'm not that cringe, so I guess I can't be non-binary. And that ended that conversation.
Oh my god, you could have been on hormones at that point.
I dodged a bullet.
You dodged a bazooka.
I dodged a bazooka because I didn't want to be cringe.
An asexual has a friend, not a girlfriend.
And then it's like, I don't want to boink everything that moves. So I'm like, well, I guess I must. And I kind of like both. Because, I was like, well, both are kind of fine, I guess.
How do you go from none to both?
I was always at that point. I was always at both. But I'm like, well, I'd like to be with them, but I don't want to, be boinking all the time. So I guess I'm asexual, right?
See, I think you got brainwashed. I think it's this fucking non-binary asexual.
Oh, 100%. That definitely did not help. And here's the thing. I think it was worse because my parents spent so much time trying to affirm me that I had to fight it for so long, Yeah. It's like they were ready before I was. So it's like I gotta pretend longer.
That's crazy. Also, Doubletree, fuck you. Double thing. Did I just call you Doubletree like your cheap hotel? Mike, you and I will remain single. No, thank you. Thanks, fucker.
I thought that's what most gay guys wanted to do.
What?
Be single. You gotta go. You gotta party. You gotta mingle.
I told you I'm the worst. Fuck that. I told you I'm the worst gay ever.
Yeah. No, I hate that. I hate that thing. See, I realized people criticize me because I don't really chase guys, but that's because it is the easiest thing in the world to get a guy.
In what way? No. It's the easiest thing in the world to fuck a guy, not to get one.
Well, you can get them, but you can't keep them.
Yeah. That's true. No, I don't fucking chase anyone. Not anymore.
I feel like I need to put a hand sanitizer on for this.
Yeah, you need like mouth sanitizer or brain sanitizer.
But no, the best part was my freshman year in college. I'm going to UMass Lowell. I only went there for the one semester, and I was talking to some of my friends, and at one point topic of sexuality comes up, and somebody makes the guess that I'm either bisexual or homophobic.
You're like, can it be both? God,
that was my response. I literally said, "Can't I be both?"
No, I identify as homophobic. Courtney,
it's cold.
Mike, you'll be drowning boyfriends after our sex scandal breaks. Thank you. We need to hammer out the details and figure out what our sex scandal is going to be.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna pretend to have one. It's kind of like when a guy takes a dog to a park, you know?
Yeah, to get pussy. That's smart. I like that.
Yeah, guys just to get that done with sex scandals.
I mean, it pisses me off. I feel like I'm the only person on the right who has not had a sex scandal, and half of the guys having gay sex scandals are straight. I'm apparently the only conservative man who is not fucking men at the moment.
Okay, but gay conservative guy fucking a guy. That's like, yeah.
No, they're straight ones.
Oh, I know. Now that's because that one the liberals can go and play. Look, he's pretending. He's lying to cover his own stupidity up. Though, you know, statistically, most homophobic guys are actually gay.
Wait,
like,
Courtney, we should have like Snapchat screenshots to each other. Like the most ridiculous one.
Oh, it's just gonna be like that black guy from Scary Movie. You're gonna put her in football gear and have her turn around so you can't see it.
Oh, you should ideas for a sex scandal. Yes, tell me. I'm very excited for those. Yeah, if I can't have a real sex scandal, at least can have a fake one. Wait, so how long were you an asexual then?
I identified as asexual for a good number of years. It was probably from 16 to probably around 20 when I'm like, it's stupid to say this because in reality, asexuality for the most part is just a normal part of standard human sexuality. Like there's nothing wrong with not wanting to fuck everything that moves. That's just called being normal.
Yeah.
So.
But I think these people who are like asexual most likely have some sort of hormonal disorder or something. Like I for some reason, every fucking guy that I have ever dated in my life has been on 1 million antidepressants, and they all had some sort of sexual dysfunction. So it's like, either go get that taken care of, or don't. Like, because the asexuals have this like, oh, they want to fix us. I don't give a shit what you do. If you want to
go not have sex, be my guest.
Yeah, God. I mean, you'd be like every other fucking person in their 30s who's single.
Oh, Courtney just mentioned demisexual.
Oh, I have a story.
I got to take my glasses off for this one.
Let me guess, you identified as that.
No. I'm like, even back when I identified as ace, I'm like, that's just called being fucking normal. I'm only demisexual, if you don't know, is when you're only sexually attracted to people you have a romantic interest in.
Yeah, so you're a chick.
So you're sexually into your love to what normal people do. That's called being.
Used to be known as being normal. Yeah. No, I have a story about the demisexual. So back when I was surrounded by the libs, when I was more liberal and was surrounded by all these fucking people, I had this friend who he was surrounded by woke fucks, and he was one of them, but he was a straight white male. So you're not allowed to be that. So like his roommate was a non-binary, and his other roommate is now some kind of trans. So he's a straight white male. He's the devil. He had to figure some shit out. So the day that they had the Pride Parade in New York, he comes out with this big post that he is a demisexual and paints himself the colors of the demisexual flag. And I had no idea what that was. I had to Google, oh, you like people that you're romantically interested in. Like, so you're a woman.
All right, I've got an even worse one for you. Let me have you heard of this. Have you heard of semi-bisexual?
No.
This
Wait,
is a real thing.
One sec. Sasculin, I have not seen you in a while. How are you, my dude? I've never seen or heard of an asexual who didn't at some point mention being clinically depressed. That's what I was saying.
I'm not gonna admit to anything, but I was one of them. I was pretty depressed as a teenager. It's part of being a teenager in today's day and age.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the drugs. Yeah, that they do that. That's a symptom of antidepressants. Fun fact, antidepressants have no backing in science.
Say it louder. Say it louder for the people in the back.
Most antidepressants are SSRIs, and which is a serotonin reuptake inhibitor. And the depression has no link to serotonin. Serotonin has almost no impact on depression at all, as far as we can tell nowadays. And they still prescribe it because it sometimes works like once every 10 times or something like that. But it is equally likely or more likely to increase depression and increase violent behavior.
It is most people really do not want to talk about this because they're all on them. But like, people talk about the opioid crisis. There is a fucking antidepressant crisis, especially it's worse in any group than in gay men. They're all on them.
You can't cold turkey antidepressants. They will kill you.
Oh, no. I've had friends and people in my life who I've watched them have to go through getting off of them, and it is fucking terrifying. Oh, and there have been times in my life where I was going through a really hard time and was horrifically depressed, and like people would try to push me into taking antidepressants. I'm like, I would sooner put a fucking heroin needle in my arm than I'd go on antidepressants.
Look, I'm a little envious of women because of this, but like, guys, there isn't a quick fix to depression. If you're a woman, you just get railed and it's gone.
Are you speaking from experience?
I wish. All right, so back the semi-bisexual. I didn't explain this.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was just sorry.
Semi-bisexual. No, it's not a non-committal bi-curious. It is a person. Get this, who's bisexual to only one gender.
What?
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you. That is what it is. It's somebody who is bisexual for only one gender.
What does that mean?
It means you're straight.
But what do they think it means? I'm confused.
It means they're a part of the LGBT community, despite not being attracted to anybody of the same sex.
But how do they justify? Like, what? I'm looking up. I'm looking up a definition.
Oh my God, there's a sexuality wiki.
Oh, of course there is.
So semi-bisexuality is a sexual orientation with dubious definition. It can describe a person who feels sexual attraction towards one gender, usually the opposite, but considers themselves to be bisexual or partially bisexual.
What?
Another definition is semi-bisexual is someone who is bisexual but is attracted to only one gender. An alternative definition is found in a way that reclaims it from trolls, describing it as someone who experiences the bi identity, despite not fitting the typical classical idea that bi is attraction to two genders, male and female, encompassing many subsets.
What? Oh wait, here I googled it.
Oh, here I can pull up the Wikipedia page for you. And if people want this dark mode because it works.
Bisexual describes an individual who experiences attraction to more than one gender, but may not feel the attraction consistent. So this is like, I made out with a chick at a bar once. Cool, so have I. I'm not fucking semi-bisexual.
Jealous.
She was hot too. The girls that I have made out with are super hot. I have a higher average with women probably. I should have stuck with them.
Oh my God, there's a line in here on this Wikipedia page. I think this is a Harry Potter spell. Biamorous, duogamous, polyamorous,
Wait,
and bisexual, or polyvaryangled.
What?
None of those are real words. Oh my god. No.
Biamorous, duogamous, polyamorous, ambisexual, polyvaryangled. Please click on that. I need to know what this shit means.
Do you know what duogamous
It sounds
mean?
like what?
Duogamous right here. It is a form of polygamy with 2 partners.
So a 3-way?
No. 2 partners only.
What?
I'm guessing. Let me Google this. I'm guessing this is just no, okay. It is a person who is in 2 relationships with 2 completely separate relationships, usually both with opposite genders.
How do these bitches find 2 relationships and I can't find 1?
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Yeah, Dylan. Yeah. You mean they have I want attention? Yup.
That's what this is. That is 100%. What the fuck?
Which one?
Gay het.
Which one?
Right here, gay het.
What? What?
Being
Click
multi-gender.
on it.
Oh, what is this?
Gay het. Or straight gay.
Someone who experiences both gay and straight attractions towards specific individuals or certain genders.
What? Maybe used to encompass both straight being
What is this?
straight Dean? I don't know what that is. Along with straight Leon.
Another way to describe gay het is being a man with straight attraction to women and gay attraction to men. For example, this experience is common among... That's called being bisexual!
This is so true. Sasculin. What's funny is that we all know this is BS, but our institutions have no meaningful or principled way to filter any of it out because it's all centered around acceptance, affirmation, not truth.
1,000,000%. And the best part is this kind of thing is encouraged because what it does is it leads to extreme cognitive disarray. If you believe this stuff,
sexuality is nuanced, but it ain't this nuanced.
but if you engage in this kind of behavior, it allows for you to assign victimhood to yourself in utterly bizarre ways that have nothing to do with reality.
Yup.
And so this even allows you to play the victim Olympics amongst gay people so they can keep it going. They're on like tier 53 of victimhood and talking about how they're and finding a way to assign victimality to normal behavior.
God, I can't stand these people.
There's a term that I love. It's called what is it? It's pathologizing the norm. It's when you take normal behavior and identify it as being clinicized. This is absurdifying the norm, where you're taking something completely normal and saying that it's something weird and bizarre and quirky and special so that you can justify having an IEGH spelled in your name and thinking you're special, when in reality you're just a normal person. It's main character syndrome with flowers around it.
Woo! Mic fucking drop. God, I can't with these people. Sorry, my camera's all laggy. Wait, I want to come back to this, but let's before we do, let's have a very quick word from our sponsors.
It's time for my grifting. Give me all your money. Don't just be a drifter. Help me be a grifter.
Fuck you, pay me.
So if you like the channel, subscribe, do all the stuff, send in your super chats, become a channel member. I have my links below to my locals Patreon. We do movie nights, game nights, lots of stuff. We've been talking about the asexuals, so a week from Wednesday, I have an epic show coming up. We are doing a deep dive into the asexual community with Chrissy Mayer. It will be amazing. We'll be roasting lots of people. I'm excited for that. Dude, where can people support you or help you grift? You Patreon, anything like that?
I'm currently not grifting yet. Currently, I'm just garnering the ability to get grifting. I'm not monetized anywhere, but you can find me on almost every platform now. I am on YouTube right here at ArzaChats. I'm on X, where you can DM me and invite me to your shows because I just love to do live streams.
Or send him dick pics.
Or yeah, if it looks nice, I will gladly accept it, and I'll
you
rate
can
them.
send me that too.
We'll send it to a group chat and we'll rate them.
Love it.
You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Rumble, and of course on YouTube, as I said. I do a feature-length video and I do a 1-minute short summarizing every video that I do. If you're all Zoomer brain like I am and can't handle long form content that's 20 minutes long.
And his links are below, so do all the stuff. And yes, send in your super chats. I'm debating if I should do a birthday show. It's my birthday next week.
Ooh, happy birthday.
No, don't say that. It's not. It's terrible.
Oh, you're right. You're a twink. That's a bad thing for you.
Am I? I feel like I'm. Okay, so you know how they have the word twunk?
I've heard of twunk.
I didn't know what it meant. I thought so. Apparently, it means hunk, but twink. I thought it was the past tense. I thought it was like the twink has twunk. So I thought I would be like the past tense of a twink. The twink has twunk, but apparently that's not what it means. So anyway, though, I'm having my birthday party a different night. So I was like, on my actual birthday, maybe I'll do a birthday stream. Maybe. Yes, I love this. Thank you.
Oh, wait,
Thank
you're
you,
right.
Lee. I'll be 21
You are right.
on the 21st. What?
There is a definition of twink that is past tense.
Oh, it
or
is?
also
What
known
is
as a has-been twink.
That's me.
A late 20s, early 30s gay male who still dresses and behaves in an immature and age-inappropriate manner.
Hey, what is age inappropriate about how I dress? There's nothing age inappropriate. I will be 21 on the 21st. Yes. 30s. What the fuck?
It's lovely to get to stream with somebody finally younger than me.
Thank you. I know. Yes, they are, but I think my definition is a lot better. The twink has twunk. They're swimmy shorts. They're swimmies. Shut up. I'm getting into shape. I'm working on it.
Well, I've been getting into shape for a while. Unfortunately, that shape happens to be round.
Same, dude. What sucks, I'm quitting vaping at the moment. This is not a vape, by the way. I got this thing to cope with it. It is minty flavored air.
Is that the
It's horrible? No, because that thing is like $150. I was gonna get the fuse, and I'm like, I'm not spending $150 on air. What you drinking? Feisty like you?
It's mesquite blossom mead. It's not very good.
What is it?
It's mead, so honey wine. But it's like
Ooh.
mesquite blossom, so it's a tree.
Ooh,
I thought that was an adjective.
I have bourbon and nicotine mints. Here's me. Pull the sexuality thing back up, though. I want to read more of that.
Let me go back to that.
Striker, why do Italians hate it when you break pasta? Because it's wrong. It's abuse. It's abusive. It's abuse. They're supposed to be like long, lengthy. Why would you do that? There's only one dish where it's okay to do it. It's like a pasta soup, and you break them into little things. That's the only one where it's okay to do it. Mr. Scott, what's up?
If you didn't want us breaking pasta, you shouldn't have made it so fun to snap.
It is not fun to snap. It is evil.
But it makes a nice little crunch.
Deeply evil. No. It is. It's like the song Imagine. That is an evil song. It is. So whenever you break pasta, just imagine Someone is singing Imagine to you. I never do it. Okay, I'm glad. We're friends again. I'm very glad. It feels wrong because it is wrong. That's what, have you ever seen the Winnie the Pooh video about not okay touching?
No.
So they used to have a Winnie the Pooh show in the 90s that was terrifying, where it was like people in Winnie the Pooh costumes and Winnie the Pooh and all his friends in the 100-Acre Woods. And they had a very special episode where Pooh sings a song about not okay touching. And he tells Piglet that if anyone tries to touch your private parts, it feels wrong because it is wrong. So just say no. And
But
meanwhile, the
what about when it
motherfucker's
feels so good.
Meanwhile, the motherfucker's not wearing any pants. So I think it was Pooh and that fucking owl did some shit to Piglet together.
So what you're saying is Winnie the Pooh doesn't want us touching him in his honey pot?
Maybe he's what's the word? What was the word? Semi-bi?
Yeah, semi-bi. So this is the gay. I guess
the
this
flag. I love how it's like a faded rainbow flag.
I know. Wait, no, this is for Darcysomatic. What the?
What? Darcysomatic.
Oh my! No.
Describes a biological male who is exclusively attracted to biological female. This isn't even straight with extra steps. You're just straight. Holy fuck. Darcysomatic. I'm looking this up. I guarantee you there are going to be people on Twitter who are like, I identify as Darcysomatic.
Oh, it's even better because it's also, I guess this technically encompasses like trans male and trans female relationships. It's about biology. But it is literally called.
What?
Oh my god! It was coined by. What is this? Falling Petals.
Super straight. By what?
It says coined by. So okay, that's opening. Okay, never mind. That's not loading. What
Falling
is this?
petals.
Achillean.
Yeah, no wonder the petals are falling. Oh, by the way, have you guys seen this chick? Who, wait, here, leave the, I'm going to bring this back in a sec. Have you guys seen this chick? She is like the leader of the asexual community.
I already know what she looks like.
With her tits hanging out. I invited her on the show, by the way. She said absolutely not.
Do you think she's asexual because she's a burnt out whore?
She blocked me. I messaged her. I messaged her asking to come on my show, and she was like, you should never have posted those tweets making fun of the asexual community. How dare you? Look at this. She's got, oh, God.
That is the perfect encapsulation of somebody she talked to.
Model who did it. I've had the same energy my whole life. I was like the black metalhead kid.
How have race, gender expression, and orientation intersected in your life?
People just don't imagine that like a black woman like would be asexual at all because we're such an inherently hypersexualized demographic.
Are they?
I did quickly realize it.
Are they? Is she just saying black women are whores?
Well, no, they are, but that
are they?
It is actually it is a stereotype that black people consider to exist. It's like the magical Spanish word for black. I'm not gonna say it. It's
magical
like
Spanish word for black.
Here, I'll spell it out, but I won't say it just to be.
I don't know what you're talking about. The magical Spanish word for black. I feel like this is a riddle I need to solve.
Oh, I didn't change my stream. Okay, let me stream this. I just said I want to say it out loud in case your channel.
Say it all. We mention it all here.
All right, it is the trope known as the magical Negro.
Oh, that. Wait,
yeah,
Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Negro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't connect this in.
I don't know if that's a no-no word on YouTube. I still don't know what the no-no words are.
Fuck him. Negro. Fuck him. Okay, wait.
But it's one of those stereotypes that they assign to themselves. And
I didn't know being a whore was part of that.
Well, it's because frequently black women are larger, so that also encapsulates larger breasts, larger butt. So larger sexual things. And then there's a certain level of promiscuity that a lot of black women behaved with in media back in the 70s and 80s, because that's how they were. And so it became a stereotype that was self-inflicted that black women were more sexual. Like, if you think about the muses from Hercules who are drawn black, they have much more sexual bodies than many of the other characters in that movie did.
Oh, Tim, I just saw it. I did not check my DMs, but now I did. I'll bring it up in a sec. No, I'd heard of black guys being whores because, you know, who wouldn't be? But, you know, you'll sometimes come across seeing a black guy's dick unintentionally, of course. And it's like the length of an arm, and you're like, oh, that's like a black micro penis.
Yeah, quite like that. Yeah,
entirely because of like my race.
What do you think the biggest challenge for that has been, though?
I was kind of always used for clickbait. Asexual lingerie model who doesn't want sex just so they can get the click. The reactions were just.
Who gives a shit? Like, these people want to be victims so badly. Who gives a shit? Okay, you don't want the sex. Great.
I
God
guarantee
bless.
you, 100%.
I'm jealous
that she does other things to make up for it. I would love to see what her bottom drawer looks like.
Yeah, what are they defining as sex? Maybe, you know, she's just blowing everyone in the UK.
So wild.
I'm sure people have said it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and not only that it doesn't exist, but also that it must be some kind of condition or an illness.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Either that or whatever. If it's not, God bless. God bless. Like I always say, I am so jealous of these fucking people. I fucking wish. Like, can you imagine how nice that must be to not give a shit about guys or dating or anything? Like, that would be amazing. All the free time you'd have. I would play instruments. I would speak languages. I'd take up knitting. I'd have so many hobbies. Like, that's.
I know so two of those involve doing something with your hands.
Well, you got to find something to do with it since nothing else.
You know, there's nothing wrong with just saying I'm celibate. That it's not a problem to be voluntary. In fact, I will admit
nowadays.
It's a lot of just people with low sex drives who don't feel a need to chase puss or whatever, and they're perfectly fine to not just be constantly sexual, and that's not something special. It's just you don't want to fuck everybody.
I can't do all of that now, Ramiro, because all I'm thinking is it's my birthday. I'm getting older. How long? I have like a matter of weeks until I hit the wall, and there's no ring on it. So
are you at least tall?
Yes.
All right. Good? What you got to do? You got to put on 100 pounds.
What?
You got to grow out your beard. You got to stop shaving. You got to embrace the bear, right?
No.
And now you have the ability to. You could make a Twink's day. Be the bear that wasn't there for you.
First of all, I don't know where to begin with that. First of all, bears are fat. Fuck you. Second of all, I don't even try to grow a beard just out of laziness. I will. But like my beard looks like puberty just hit. It ain't cute. Bear arc. Hey, so like for some reason the only people that I ever match with on Tinder or any of these things are like fucking 22, and people give me shit about that. Like, I'm not thrilled about that, but people give me shit about that, and I'm like, bitch, I would date age appropriate guys, but all the age appropriate guys my age are dating fucking 20-year-olds.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of the gay community is inherently kind of pedophilic. And this is like an ancient idea as well. And I'm not literally pedophilic because 22. They're adults. I don't care. We're adult. Us 22-year-olds are adults. We can make decisions.
Us 22-year-olds are
adults. Us two and everyone, all the other ones. Yes. But, 22-year-olds, they're adults. But it's always, I mean, it goes back to the Grecian idea of initiation practices, where older men would get with younger men, teach them how to have sex, by fucking each other.
Who wants to do that? That sounds like a lot of effort, first of all.
Well, usually these boys were like 14 and 15. So.
Okay, well they were sick fucks back then.
Yes, it was it was Greece. It was ancient Greece.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were some fucked up people back then.
But I mean most people who are attracted to men that I know are actually attracted to boys. And that's I feel like there's a bit of that going on with twink chasing too. Like I had a friend who was a uber twink, looked like 14 when we were 18. And he would sell nude photos of himself without disclosing his age. And I know that there were people who were disappointed when they found out he had facial hair.
What is wrong with people? Why are gays like this?
Well, I mean, psychologically, there's a couple of reasons. And the biggest one is, do you know what's the number one predictor of homosexuality?
What?
Childhood abuse.
I hear that, but that's, at least in my case, that's bullshit.
Well, I did say number one predictor, so if
what are the other ones?
I don't actually know the other. Well, the other one, having an older brother.
I'm 0 for 2.
In fact, the more older brothers you have, the more likely you are to be gay.
I'm 0 for 2. What's the next one?
Oh.
I gotta find one that works for me. What? Your parents
it's like having a domineering mom?
Broadway
maybe?
show?
Watching SpongeBob?
No, I think what happened. So my mom is basically like one step away from being a drag queen. So I think when I was a kid, my mom probably wore one too many sequins, and I don't know what happened.
But no, I mean it's not always, not every single gay person is gay because their uncles were a little too close to them. But I mean, it's just a predictor, And so I feel like a lot of these ones who are more predatory are probably predatory as a way to deal with being predatorized.
No, for me on distant father. Overbearing mother, in the sense like what Italian mother isn't overbearing?
True there.
Right, that's why there are a lot of gay Italians.
Well, that's just part of the culture.
Inverse? What's the inverse?
I'm not sure what the inverse there is. Oh, maybe overbearing dads, maybe?
No.
But I feel like that would just teach you more masculine values. I'm not sure what the inverse he's referring to is.
I'm a no on every single one. This sucks. That's horrible.
Now, see, Striker, I'm not saying that everybody with an older brother is going to be gay, but this is actually biologically, when women get pregnant with multiple sons, their body releases some kind of hormone that conditions the next one to be more likely to be gay.
Yeah, because someone is gay, they're more.
No,
there was when I was a kid, there was a priest that seemed a little molesty. No interest in me.
That must be the most upsetting thing to know you're the
one. It was. Like, I'm not saying obviously, I am not saying I wanted to be molested by a priest, but like the offer would have been nice.
It's like when you're one of the girls with Harry Sissy, you find out you're not in the roster. That's worse than being in the roster.
That's so true. Yeah, I wanted to at least be offered the roster. I missed out on the roster.
Frischus, what you're referring to, I mean, that could very easily be the case, but we are looking at a little bit of a post hoc possibly being, it might be, there could be boys who were gay and then get molested, but I think what's more likely is either boys who were non-sexual than that were abused, or the other one is I think some gay boys very well might put themselves in a position to allow themselves to be predatorized. Like when I was younger, I was in some communities that got me real close to being like online groomed by a 24-year-old gay furry.
Not the furries. Oh God, why is the freeze frame there? Fuck.
That is the perfect freeze frame. What are you talking about? I'm gonna have to go through and screenshot so many pictures.
I hate you. What's the movie recommendations of the week? Favorite Val Kilmer movie? This motherfucker doesn't watch movies.
I try. I do my best.
Favorite Val Kilmer movie? I feel like there's an obvious one that I'm trying to think of.
When it comes to Val Kilmer,
which rest in peace, by the way.
Yeah, rest in peace, him.
I'm looking up his filmography.
I haven't seen most of the movies with Val Kilmer. Big surprise. I don't even know if I've seen any of his Batman movies, partially because I don't remember which one he did.
He only did one, Batman Forever.
Yeah, I didn't see Batman Forever. And the only old Batman film I've seen is Batman and Robin, and that movie was the bane of my childhood. Oh yeah, he was in Princess of Egypt, which I actually watched for the first time the other day. My friends Full Metal Nate and Tiny But Fierce forced me to watch it with them. She joined because she's Jewish, and we were going to watch the movie anyway. So
that was great. I saw that when I was a kid. That's right. He was in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's my Val Kilmer recommendation.
That sounds like the kind of movie you'd say. I know nothing about it. Just going off of the title.
That's what I wanted the title of my autobiography to be, but since it's already taken, I can't.
Kiss Kiss Bang in quotations. I wish bang.
Fuck you. I identify as what was it? Systematic. Yeah, I recommend Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I went to go see Drop the other day. It was aggressively mid. But for a Blumhouse movie, that's good. I'm a straight lesbian. That's me. What the fuck is a straight lesbian? A term for someone who identifies as both straight? You don't get to just identify as everything. Christ.
Lithosexual. Do you think that refers to Lithuania?
Or they're on lithium? What's lithosexual?
I'm terrible. I hate these all.
I know. Oh, well, on the asexual spectrum.
It's called being a cock.
Spectrum.
It's cock syndrome. Feeling sexual attraction but does not want it reciprocated. It's creeper syndrome. It's creeper syndrome.
One may feel uncomfortable at the thought of someone being sexually attracted to them. So it's just low self-esteem. Or they may lose their sexual feelings if they learn they're reciprocated. Okay, this is just every guy I've ever dated. It's like, you show interest and they're gone.
Sexually attracted to everyone but me. Got it.
Yeah. As such, lithosexuals may not feel compelled to seek out God. These people just have too much time on their hands. Yeah, simp sexual.
Wait, there are comments? This seems weird. Yeah, you think?
What's the ... Read more.
Oh, wait. I can't. Read more. That's it. It's just lots of space. Oh, holy shit. Achiosexual? What is that? A Harry Potter spell? Accio is a Harry Potter spell. It's
it sounds like some kind of weird fucking Japanesey shit.
It does. It linked me to instead. Oh wait, is this another term on this one? Oh, it's the same thing as this. It is another term for this same exact one.
These people need help. But then they say, "Oh, they wanna fix us." I don't give a shit what you do. God bless.
No, I wish you'd be fixed, like castrated.
No, but I mean, I think they're doing everybody a favor by taking themselves out of the gene pool. Orchid sexual? On the asexual spectrum. Who knew what a vast spectrum it was? In which one experiences sexual attraction but does not desire a sexual relationship. So it's the same thing?
No, this was a bit different. This one's a bit different. The other one does not want a sexual relationship or to be reciprocated. So they want to be, they feel horny and whatnot about other people, but if there's a reciprocation, they feel uncomfortable.
What?
In other words, and here, this is what it really is. This is the, now it's of course escaping me. It's a movie term. It's the peeper syndrome. It's you get basically sexually attracted to somebody who doesn't know you're sexually attracted to them, and being turned on by the fact they don't know. That's what that is. The other one. This one is you're horny, but you don't feel a need to be in a relationship.
That's every fucking whore. That's every gay guy.
Oh, this is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Holy shit! That's just a dad's wardrobe.
It looks like your wardrobe.
No, it does not.
Yes, I kind of want to shove you in a locker. Holy shit, I can't with these people. I can't with these people. And that anyone takes this seriously and caters to them is insane. Oh, also, let me find it.
I'm in pain. Mike, I'm in pain.
I know. I can't. And that people want. Wait, what's this?
This is abrosexual, where your sexuality is changing or fluid. Oh my god!
Let me guess. They have multiple personalities.
No, not multiple personality. Just a shift between different sexuality styles. Between what the fuck is multisexual?
Oh my god! Something with the transes. Oh, it's an umbrella term. You know when somebody says umbrella term, some bullshit's gonna come out of their mouth.
Oh,
umbrella
multisexual just refers to people who are attracted to more than one gender.
No, but all of the many genders, all 97 of them.
Oh no, not all. That's not all. Multi isn't all. It's just some of them.
Oh, just some of them. So, like, maybe
fun fact. Also, most lesbians are autistic. In fact, most women who identify as trans and non-binary are autistic.
That makes a lot of sense. I swear I heard about that from that one fat lesbian on TikTok.
Which one? Would you like to slim it down? There are so many of them. You've described all of them.
When I was an impressionable college student, I walked to the outside of an LGBT support group. It was full of people like this. Yup. I took one look and walked away. Stayed closeted for another 2 mons. I don't blame you.
Sounds a lot like my non-binary story.
Yeah, I should have stayed for another 20 years. Fictosexual. See, that one makes sense to me because it sounds like fiction, which this all is.
This is predominant or exclusive attraction to fictional characters. No, they've made my waifu a sexuality.
Your what?
I said my waifu sexuality.
Your what?
Oh, you don't know what a waifu is?
What's a waifu?
Oh, you poor sort of child. It's usually fat neckbeards with fedoras on Reddit who decide that they're in a relationship with a fictional character.
How could they just decide that?
Because they're neckbeards and they're losers who spend too much time in their room.
I'm surprised they don't bitch and say that the fictional character didn't consent.
Well, you see, in their headcanon, the fictional character is consenting.
I like that one. That one's mine. Who's your fictional character? I guess that would be mine too, but he's not. Okay, like I have a crush on this guy who was on Australian Survivor, but he's not fictional. So maybe that would be mine.
No, because this has to be like an animated character.
Why do they have to be animated?
Or let's see if there is one that isn't animated.
What, like Aladdin? Okay, mine would be the guy who played Jeffrey Dahmer.
Wait, but that's still a real person.
Shit. That's right. I don't know. I gotta think. Maybe someone from Empire Records. It's first for sexuality for people on the TV.
Human is social issue. Human-oriented sexualism. Human-oriented sexualism is the prevailing normative sexuality centered around sexual attraction towards flesh and blood humans.
As opposed to what? Turtles?
Two-dimensional pornography, I guess. I don't know, Mike. I'm scared. Scared.
What is wrong? Can chat? Somebody answer this. Like, what is wrong with people who like anime? Because I don't understand why anime on the surface by itself would bring upon us all these freaks. Like, what
Okay,
the
now
fuck
before
is
we blame
wrong
this all
with
on anime, I will contend you on that a little bit. Not because I'm a huge anime watcher. I doubt
No,
it.
I'm not blaming anime. I'm asking why is it specifically anime? These people are so fucked up. What is it about anime?
This is actually a great question, and when I did a video on this very recently.
Yeah, I saw.
It is my best video. My dad messaged me. He's like, "That was your best video ever." I'm like, "Thanks, Dad." But my dad watches everything I do.
Aw, that's awesome.
It's weird.
Mine
He
too.
usually sends mean messages about them too.
I love it.
But so it's not anime or anime watchers. It is a specific subset. So basically, there's this account Homath who's fantastic on almost everything else. He does a great job of breaking down why women are crazy in very simplistic layman terms. And it's basically, and he says that it is a slippery slope from watching anime to being infantilized to being in love with anime porn and not being able to exist in society. It's a Matt Walsh type take. I hated it. And there was a fantastic response to that as well. And I had to point out that we're looking at this backwards. Once again, it's another post hoc fallacy. The problem isn't watching anime leads to all these things. It's the person who is like this is going to watch anime.
That's what I'm saying. Why?
Well, okay, so anime, it's a softer world. It's oftentimes a more perfect world where social cues are allowed to be dissuaded. I think there might be a bit of the tism going on too, because anime, especially like shonen anime, it's very comforting. It's very soft, not a lot of long-term consequences for actions. They oftentimes describe motivation and subtlety. Subtlety's dead in a lot of anime, specifically of the shonen genre, referring to being made for young boys. It's the most popular form of anime, is shonen. And it's directed at like 12-year-old boys, so there's very little subtlety in the show.
I feel like there's some kind of like pedo furry anime crossover.
Yeah, you can find those.
I've never watched any anime though, so I don't know why this is. What was it? Somebody was talking about this on some show recently. I forget what they are. What are VTubers again?
So a VTuber is a
anime
person...
porn people.
No, not anime porn people. They are people who, instead of using their face, they use an anime style avatar. So usually it's synced up to their faces and it like moves when they move. And it almost exclusively depicts, a slightly sexual, slightly non-human girl. Usually of age or looking kind of age. Kind of. Because, like I said, there is a huge issue of pedophilia in anime watchers. Are you familiar with the concept known as what was it? Lolly.
Oh yeah, because a lot of these transes, that's what they either.
Yes.
What are those like? They pretend to be like their little girls.
No, that's age regression. That's a little bit different. Now some of them might identify as being a lolly. But a lolly is also a term for somebody. Well, I believe lolly is just Japanese for little girl. The male equivalent is shota. And lollies are anime or anime-esque characters who are usually of age, but drawn like little kids.
Ew.
The most common one is she's really 1,000-year-old, guys. She's of age, but she looks 8. He's keeping. So I'll keep educating the chat.
Wait, sorry, vamp for 1 second.
Yeah, I will keep explaining the disgusting nature of the stuff. So lollies, on top of being utterly disgusting individuals, they usually do everything they can to obfuscate their attraction. And it is an anime thing in that they found it in anime, and these disgusting people we're talking about tie them together.
Yeah, I don't understand why it attracts all these fucking weirdos. And people have been saying to me for the longest time, you need to watch anime. I'm like I've been told that there's some cool horror animes, but like I gotta be honest, the anime fans are not really selling it for me.
So like I could totally like okay, so if this does all right, here is just a picture of one of them. It's this girl, she's great. She's on our side of the culture war.
Oh, really?
She's been on side scrollers a whole bunch. So she's actually fantastic. But so when she talks, her avatar moves. It's boobs jiggle a ton. It can do like emoting and emotions or like emojis.
Her boobs emote.
Yeah, look, she just like sits there. Her boobs just bounce a lot.
Oh my god, that is obscene.
And these are really popular. The funniest thing actually is a lot of VTubers, because they all use a female voice, because female VTubers get a lot of attention. A lot of them are guys who are either using a voice or doing a voice or using voice modulation. And
that's kind of genius.
That's
kind of brilliant.
This ugly, fat, like 40-year-old man gets found out to have been pretending to be like a 20-year-old VTuber.
Boy, did I choose the wrong grip. That would have been the one to do, is just have a cartoon with bouncing titties, and these fucking simp sexuals will probably fucking fall all over.
Now, Kirsten's pretty funny. I've never watched any of her own videos, but I do quite like her stuff on side scrollers.
I don't get the appeal. Egosexual. Oh yeah, we saw this one.
Oh yeah. I just been back to this. We're looking at. I don't know if we keep going, but I can stop sharing for now. But yeah, so it's not a matter of anime leading people to this. It's because anime is it is a very free market. You know, people can pretty much do whatever they want in anime. Like, actually, I will pull this up.
Sounds like whatever they want. By the way, you should probably wrap up in a little bit. So if anyone feels so inclined, send in your super chats or join the channel, become a channel member. Send us your super chats. Ask us your burning questions. All the what are they? So these bitches are called lollies.
Yeah. So a lolly it's a character who
all you lollies out there.
This is one that exists. This is a manga that exists.
Oh, that looks cooler than bouncing titties.
Well, would you like to know the history of this one?
Oh no, it's gonna be something sick, right?
Oh, it's very sick.
Oh boy, here we go.
So 15, 20 years ago, a man's walking down an alley drunk, and he sees a female dog there. Decides to sodomize the dog. 15 years later, this thing, his son, shows up to enact revenge for his mother.
Who would watch that?
You know, I have no idea. But it's apparently good.
I'm sure. Holy shit. I'm with you on like your videos about it and stuff, but I'm like, maybe Matt Walsh was right all along. Like,
you know, it's post hoc, I will say, but yeah, there's a lot of problems with people who watch anime.
I think so too.
I mean, like, my favorite anime is like super like Christ pilled. It's great. It's like
is what?
Both Christ pilled. I'm using Gen Z slang.
Oh,
you know, pilled as in like
I knew that.
Following.
I knew that.
Yeah, it's decently Christian in its themes and style. Like several of the characters are part of a Christian priest, and they like King Arthur is the main, basically one of the main characters, but it's like an alternate King Arthur that was actually a woman, but not in a woke way, in a cool way.
I still think there's something wrong with these people.
Oh, these people, yes. These people, definitely. 1,000,000%. They're terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. There was some like horror anime that people told me I had to watch. I forget what it's called.
I don't watch a lot of horror remakes. All the stuff I have seen, it was really disappointing.
You don't watch horror in general?
Well, yeah, because I find most horror disappointing.
Maybe it finds you disappointing.
I'm sure many people will.
You watch Hereditary. I feel like that one would be up your alley.
I crashed my car a few weeks ago.
Oh shit!
a month ago, 2 months ago, totaled it on the worst accident possible. So I haven't had transportation to a store. I was going to find a copy of it and buy it and watch it. And I just was never able to get to a store to look for it.
Fuck. Well, I'm glad you're alive.
I was going under 15 miles an hour.
Under 50, is that a thing? So you're driving like an old lady?
I was on a back road turning out of a parking lot on a side road where the speed limit's like, I think 30.
And what, someone hit you?
No, I had a thing of food in my lap and it locked my steering wheel. The lid fell against my wheel and it locked it, so I couldn't unturn it.
That's a thing?
I was like, the pressure on it made it so I was having trouble turning it. So it wasn't even like, it created a perfect thing of like something leaning here, steering wheel here, and I couldn't pull it. It just like held it in place. Fuck. And I was mid-turn and I go to turn out and I couldn't straighten my wheel and I hit a car. And I guess I hit it just right, crumpled the entire body of my car. I had the car for 4 months.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. You are okay. Correct?
Yes, I'm just fine.
Good.
I'm just fine. A little sad, but just fine.
Fuck. Well, at least you're alive. Dude,
well,
this has been awesome. I want to have like your whole squad come on one night.
Oh, that'd be so fun to bring everyone in the Rogues Gallery here.
Yeah, let's do it. So wait, like I said, your links are below, but remind people where they can find you.
So yeah, if you like people like Hypnotic or Yellow Flash, but wish they were younger and slightly gayer and more handsome, then you could totally come and check out my stuff. I try to do a daily upload. I've been at home all weekend and I forgot my computer charger. So I didn't upload any uploads this weekend. It's fine. But I cover a news story and I spend about half the time reading a story and half the time giving my thoughts. If you like my ranting, if you like my joking, that's all I do is I make jokes and I rant over there and speak. And so you can find me over there. I upload once a day with one 20-ish minute video and one 1 minute short that you can find that summarizes the story. You can find me over on the weekly Rogues Gallery. Not this week because of the Vegas meetup. I wish I could go, but it's final season, so I'm screwed. And then usually every Saturday on Theo Snodgrass's channel with Touch Grass. Oh, tomorrow I do have a show at 10 p.m. What was the channel called? I'm a bad guess. I forgot the show. It is. Sorry.
No, sorry. Go on.
Oh, it is Killer Games Mike's channel. And does the show have a name? I'm such a bad guest. It does not show one. So I'm going to be on with Killer Games Mike discussing stuff tomorrow on his channel at 10 p.m. on Rumble. So that'll be fun.
Hell yeah. Well, let me pull up real quick. Frischdes, thank you so much, dude, for the super chat. It's the same as in Woody Allen's film Purple Rose of Cairo. I love that movie. They escape into a movie, saves sad people from reality at first, and then having saved them eventually destroys them. Damn, that is a good ass point.
These people, they do not have lives that they feel are worth living, and they do not have friends in the real world, so they have to chase after something more fanciful, something that's more simple, and a place where they can project their loneliness onto other people.
That is so damn true. By the way, don't get me started on Woody Allen. Like, that bitch Mia Farrow was the original Amber Heard. Like, I will live and die on the hill of Woody Allen is innocent. Like, they tried to do him like they did a lot of these people. And that fucking bitch, Mia Farrow. So she, this bitch was crazy, Mia Farrow. Like, she would just collect kids that she adopted, and like half of them killed themselves or died mysteriously. The other half, multiple of her other kids, talk about how crazy and abusive she was and stuff. So she, what I think happened, brainwashed her daughter into thinking that she was molested by Woody Allen. There's no evidence of it, no nothing. And she was accusing him of it way before she claims it actually happened. And it's in writing. So I forget what prompted it, but Mia Farrow was like going after me on Twitter once for something I said or whatever, calling me some kind of Nazi. And I just responded with like her letter that she had written people. And I was like, hey, why is it that you were here accusing Woody Allen of abuse a month before you claim it happened? And she just blocked me immediately. No response. I'm like, fucking bitch. I love Woody Allen. But anyway, dude, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a blast.
This was a great time. We got to do it again soon. We'll have the whole
I know you
squad
wish
on.
you were the person you were 2 hours ago, though.
I do. Who knew less of anime and all the stuff. I'll watch one of the horror ones, though. I did say a long time ago.
Look, if you ever want to suggest it, I got some good ones. Like there's a philosophy-based one that's like, what if we adopt a system that punishes criminals based on their chance of committing crime instead of their actually committing crimes? It's like they detect someone's psychological state, and if they think they're close to committing a crime, they'll force them to go to therapy.
As long as there's no furries, just spare me.
No
from the
furries. No furries. Absolutely none. Now, I mean, I'll send you Beastars.
What?
Beastars is an R-rated Zootopia.
Oh no, there's gonna be furries. There's gonna be furries.
They're all anthropomorphic animals, and it's like a carnivore herbivore race war, just like Zootopia was.
But it's gonna be with furries. I know it's going to be.
Well, Zootopia that counts for furries. That's furry shit.
Well, dude, thank you so much, furries aside, for being here, and alphabet people aside. Chat friends, thank you guys so much for being here. Let me know if I should do a birthday show. Maybe I will. Or maybe I'll just be, sobbing on my pillow all day for being old. But let me know. I will see you guys soon, though. I'll be back next week. Go follow this beautiful bitch. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.